Hey guys, Steve Welch here with Beam Toyota, and I have a Woodland Edition Rav4 behind me. So a lot of people haven't had a chance to really see the Woodland yet. This one is obviously pre-sold as well, but they are making about 6,500 of these, and it's based off of the XLE trim. But I wanted to go ahead and show you, as part of my Toyota trim level series, my TTLS, the new Toyota Rav4 Woodland Edition. We're gonna kind of go over it. First off, I'm just gonna show you here some of the things that are obviously different on the Woodland Edition from any other Rav4. So first thing you're gonna notice is that down here, your wheels are obviously different. Right now, this one's just come off the truck, so it doesn't have the center caps in here yet, but you'll have center caps in here too. But you can see on the back here, it has Woodland and hybrid, of course. This one's got all the blackout emblems, of course. Your tire, this tire, the Wild Peak, the Falcon Wild Peak, that is the tire that's on there. So a lot of times people will ask the question, well, what brand tires are on my new car? And I'll have to tell you, I don't know. Could be Michelin, could be Bridgestone. I'm not quite sure. It's whatever the factory puts on it. This is the only tire that will be on that vehicle. So it's the only one they're going to put on there, and that's the only rim that you'll get on there in the Woodland Edition. So up top, you're going to notice that it has the same roof rack as your Adventure series. And I do want to go ahead and admit, while I'm talking here too, is that this is also a hybrid. Your Woodland Edition is a hybrid. So a lot of people are equating that to the TRD off-road, because the TRD off-road is not available in a hybrid. This is kind of like your TRD off-road when it comes to the hybrid. Now, it does have a TRD tuned suspension on it as well. So that's something else that's good. And then it has a custom all-weather floor liners and cargo mats. And your mud guards are standard. It's not an option on this vehicle. It is standard, and they are all-wheel drive. So it is, yeah, it's pretty sweet. And by the way, your crossbars are also included. So a lot of times you'll get a roof rack, but your crossbar would be an extra. That's included on your Woodland Edition as the, as it goes, right? So I'll go ahead and I'll pop this open here. Now you'll see your Woodland Edition mats. Hopefully you guys get a pretty good look at those. So they got the tree in there and that. Now, oddly enough, if you wanted, I know that you could order those Woodland Edition mats. I would be fairly certain you could order those Woodland Edition mats for your Rav4, whether or not you have the Woodland, and you can get these really nice patterns on here. Just notice it would say Woodland Edition, of course, and there you go, right? Now, something you'll notice, if you notice how close we are to this wall, I'm going to show you, you don't need much room to open. So if you look, I cleared everything very easily, but we're going to pop back down here, and you're going to see the Woodland Edition back mat that's back here too. So that's something that's, like I said, it's standard on this, so you don't have an additional charge for the mats. Normally on most Rav4s, and I've had people argue this before, but on most Toyotas, they actually, whether you get a carpeted mat or the all-weather style mat, there is a charge for it. It shows up on the window sticker. This is part of this package, so there's not a specific charge for these mats. So I do want to note that. A lot of people are like, cars all come with floor mats. Usually yes, but you still pay for them. So Toyota tends to itemize floor mats, so just so you know that, right? So you're going to notice that most things on the inside of the Woodland are, other than what I've showed you already, are going to be very much the same as what you're used to. You do have the hybrid motor, so you have 219 horsepower in the vehicle. Your engine is your hybrid engine, and I can go ahead and give you a show on this. This is not your anything different than what you're used to with the Rav4s. And I'll kind of peek, got a little wind blowing here, but you can see your standard gas engine, and then your hybrid motor is over here. But you can see there's nothing that's different under the hood than any of the other ones as far as looks. Of course, like I said, your suspension is different. So if we come over here, we can maybe get a little peek at the suspension, a little beefier suspension for you. And I give you hopefully a really good look here. Brakes are same size, so you don't have anything that's that's different there. I'll give you a back here. You can kind of take a look back here too, and we'll kind of let you see down there. Give you as good a look as I can. Well, and then here's where you guys hit the like button, because I'm going to crawl under this vehicle for you, give you a look underneath it. Now you guys can kind of take a peek down and look underneath the car. You'll notice too that it's really flat under here, so it's really good for aerodynamics. So you definitely would want to notice that. So we'll pop back up here. And appreciate that, that hit of the like button there. Definitely appreciate y'all doing that. So anyway, so now I'm going to kind of go over a few things, part of the trim level series here, not to make the video too long, but just to give you all of the information on here. Like I said, 219 horsepower. It, like I said, it is a hybrid. No mechanical connection between the front and the rear wheels. Even though it's all-wheel drive, it is kind of like a fly-by-wire. That rear motor is independent of the front, meaning that it just uses the power, but it does not need a drive shaft running to it. So that is something that a lot of times people don't really understand, but we try to help, right? So hill start, of course, is on here. McPherson front struts and the multi-link rear suspension with your stabilizer bar. It's, like I said, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, 219 combined net horsepower. So the engine itself is 176. The rest of it is from your electric motor. So so let me see, reinforced steel body, of course. Your brakes are 12-inch front, 11.1 on the rear. That's pretty standard on the Rav4. Sealed nickel metal hydride battery. So it's not, so your hybrid is not a lithium ion on this. Makes it actually a little bit better, I think, because the lithium's a little bit more volatile, just in my opinion, but I'm right. But it's also easier to source the nickel metal hydride than it is the lithium. So that usually makes it to where it makes a little bit more sense to be lithium ion. And we're gonna have United make a cameo here, and we'll say hi to them up there. Welcome to Nashville, of course. Everybody comes here, right? So party town. So you have electronic power steering. So you have all your safety sense on here too. So safety sense, so your dynamic radar cruise control, your lane departure or lane tracing. So while in dynamic radar cruise control, and you ask, what is dynamic radar cruise control? So you have a camera and you have a millimeter wave radar. The camera is in the windshield up there. Your millimeter wave radar is right here. What it does is it can actually ping off the car in front of you and notice if that car is getting closer or farther away, and can adjust your speed to lessen should that car start to close the distance, meaning that you have your vehicle set to 70, they're going 60, your car can slow down to 60. It also uses the same things for the pre-collision system. If it senses that a wreck is imminent, it can alert you and hit the brakes that if that wreck is imminent. While in dynamic radar cruise control, you have lane tracing. Lane tracing means that it's watching the lines, and if and it's going to watch the car ahead of you, the lines, the road edge, other things that it can see to try to make sure that it keeps you within your lane. You can set a lot of those parameters, sensitivities, things like that. Got other videos to show you how to do that, of course. Now, you also, if you're not in dynamic radar cruise control, and say hi to Southwest, those people just got here too. So, you know, welcome. Anyway, so if you're not in dynamic radar cruise control, then that lane departure actually becomes, or sorry, that lane tracing becomes lane departure, and it'll kind of bump you within your lane to kind of keep you within your lane, but it won't peg you there. It's just going to kind of bump you within the lane. So all safety features, obviously they're no replacement for a safe driver, but they can definitely help you to be safer than a lot of people are when they're driving their car. And put the texting down there, and if you're watching me right now, hopefully you're just listening to me. Anyway, if you're driving, that is. So, but all your safety systems, of course, automatic high beams as well on this vehicle. So power driver seat, power windows, power mirrors, all the same power stuff that you're normally used to in an XLE, you've got it on this one. Cloth seats, so there's not a leather that's available in this one at all. I did not look to see if you have the ability to have the weather package. The XLE, you normally have a weather package. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen here to say yes or no on whether or not you can get the weather package, which, yeah, that'll work. Okay, anyway, so but we're kind of looking at the rest of this here. So rear lift gate, just saying. So now I do want to notice you have your 120 volt, 100 watt plug back here. It's not going to power something like a microwave or anything like that, but it can definitely give you some power should you need it. Regular cigarette lighter style back there as well. This is a tonneau cover. That's standard because it's not an option, so that's standard on there. You can also fold down those back seats as you need to, and you'll notice that this is a oh, that's a cargo net that's right there. But you'll also notice that you can actually put these to 2 different levels for comfort, of course, if you want to do that. So ash gray, so it's gray on the headliner, so it's standard. Ash gray headliner is standard on that for the Woodland. Now if we want to take a look here, I can also show you your digital speedometer. It also says is standard as well. So you'll fire that up, you'll see everything's digital up here. So you can change all of these, and I've got videos to show you how to change that. So you can change this to only digital, meaning that it'll just have, instead of having the analog look, it'll have digital only. So you can change all of that. Your center screens can all be changed, of course. Radio is the new style radio system. This also has remote connect, so you can actually remote start it from your phone. Look for, you know, whatever you want. You can start it from your key fob if you want to. Key fob's got 10 years of capability to it. The remote connect system, you got a free year of it, and after that you can subscribe to it if you want to, but you'll get two things with it, and it's like 15 bucks a month after the first year, if you want to subscribe to it. So, but dual climate control down here, so you can see the dual climate control. Brake hold and parking brake down here. Brake hold will hold you at a stoplight, and then you tap the gas, it'll let you go. Trail is putting you into 4-wheel drive. Eco, of course. Sport, push for normal. EV mode, just tell it that you want to be an EV as long as you possibly can. This right here is your cup holders. Then you have your USBs on the inside. You also have this USB up here. That's the one that connects to the radio, but you have wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. That is a staple in the new XLEs. It's also a staple in this one. And you also have the ability to go, hey Toyota. Hey Toyota.
How can I help you?
Tune to 107.5 FM.
Tuning to 107.5 FM.
So you can do things like that. You have 2, and I'll shut that off, but you have 2 microphones. One's up here, one's over there, and when you say those lovely words that I just said, those lovely 2 little words, it will talk to whichever side it heard that from. So automatic headlights, automatic high beams. Obviously you have a rear wiper as well that changes your dash brightness. So kind of take a look at the over here. 8-way power adjustable seat, height adjustable rear cargo area. So that board in the back, you can actually lower that board in the back to give you a little extra headroom in the back should you need it. Color keyed outside mirrors, and they're all heated on the outside mirrors. If you want to have your heated outside mirrors work, just hit this button and it's going to turn your heated outside mirrors and your rear defroster on for you. So it has that smart flow air system, so it can control the air to the back, save you a little bit of electricity, of course. Lockable glove box, that's nice. Dual zone climate control, I already talked about that. Digital speedometer, LED headlights, tail lights, all that's LED. You also have your fog lights that you can use as well. Connected services, like I said, remote connect. Safety connect is with you for 10 years. So this is your safety connect, roadside assistance, all that. But your SOS button, if you need some help, you can do that. They'll come and help you. 10 years there, so that's not a bad thing to have free from Toyota for 10 years as a free connected service for you. Wi-Fi connects and then Drive Connect is cloud navigation. That's one of the things that you can get with your remote connect for that 15 bucks. So most people either do Drive Connect or they'll do their streaming services along with their remote connect, and it's 15 bucks a month. If you want all 3, it's 25 a month. Who do we got? All right, United. They couldn't be outdone by Southwest. Anyway, so so back seats will fold down flat, of course. Like I said, I've just showed you a few things up here on what this can do, and I'm not trying to be the end all be all. I am trying to show you the things that you would possibly want to know if you're looking for this car. Center console down here, rear vents in the back, that's a staple of the XLE. More USB ports back here if you need to charge something, charge it. Anyway, so you can also pull this down and those will fold nearly flat. The other side will fold too, 60-40 split to be able to do those folds. You throw those up pretty easily. Also have your child seat holders down here. You got 2 over here, 2 over there for your clamp downs, of course. And pop back here, you can also see you have your tethers, tether, 3 tethers there for tethering down. Also have your tethers in the back here so that you can, when I say tether, you can tie stuff down. You lift this up, you'll see this right here now, which is, I put this down here, so that's the back of the seats. So I wonder where that went. So they haven't put these on yet. Like I said, it's fresh off the truck. So that's the back of the seats. It'll go up on the back, and then this will come down. So not a big problem there. That's your license plate holder, and here's the caps, by the way, that go in the very center. So you're wondering where those were. Those are the caps. But that's how those look. They go into the very center there. And but basically that's your Rav4 Woodland Edition, 6,500 of them. Looks a little bit different, like I said, based on the XLE. Got a bit of an adventure look to it, or TRD off-road look to it. But what do you guys think? Do you like it? Would you get one if you could? Oh, I do want to mention one other thing. It's only available in 3 colors for the Woodland Edition. So it's available in Cavalry Blue. I'll show you a picture if I can find it. Cavalry Blue, black, and white, which this one's the white one, of course. But Cavalry Blue, black, and white are the colors that you can get the Rav4 Woodland Edition for 2023. Probably 2024 as well, I'm guessing. Kind of a la the TRD Camry, kind of that kind of a feel to it. But got her wide open here. Everything's up. You guys can take a look at her and know exactly what you want to know about it. So Steve Welch with Beaman Toyota, fired up on cue right there. The all-new Toyota Rav4 Woodland Edition. You guys have a great day. We're gonna talk to you soon. Bye.